folks, Bass Boys here. I'm going to start this video out way up the hill here. We are at the zone. That's what we call this place. Walking through some very tall weeds and grass and stuff here. Walking down to our spot we're going to be fishing today. We're going to be after really just largemouth bass. It's going to take me a minute to get down here, but today doing something a little different that I've seen other YouTube fishermen do. A couple of YouTubers, pretty popular. I'm going to try to do an uncut video here for as long as we can. I've seen a lot of 4-hour uncut videos. Don't know if we're going to get 4 hours worth. I hope. Maybe we will. Just depends on maybe really how good the fishing is. But I wonder why, to be honest, why somebody would want to watch 4 hours of fishing video. I guess people like to. I guess some people do. And even I would. Maybe it's more interesting. I got my waders on though. There's really no way to fish this place I'm at without waders. I'll probably be in a spot here in like, I'd imagine probably 10 minutes here. It's already 2 minutes and 30 seconds in to our uncut video here. I may start doing this more often, because I don't know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. People will like to watch it. I don't know. This water is flooded good here. Still flooded. Probably stepping in like a foot right now. But this pole here is where I'm going to be putting my stuff because I can't bring it out there where we're going to be fishing. I'm going to have to take my gear, whatever the heck I'm going to need, stuff in my pockets and stuff, and maybe a couple bags of baits I'll be using, some pliers. Get looking in here. I can't cut the video. I hope the camera don't mess up or anything. But we'll still call it uncut if we have issues. Which I am pretty confident that that's going to happen here. Pretty dang confident. So, I guess I'll take this mellow yellow with me. Don't want my bag falling over in the water there. Looks like it just wants to. Now, usually I obviously cut all this crap out of the video. Because it might be kind of boring, obviously. But, you know what, I don't think I'm going to be able to take this. I'm not going to have enough room in my pockets after all this. I'm just going to leave it in here. These are the baits I'm mainly going to be using today. are these Deps Cover Scats. I've been using these most of the summer for bass, and they are fish catchers for sure. I may try some other things, some raw motos, or what I would used to use a lot of the single. But we're gonna try this for probably most of the time. This just depends on if we're getting bites. I'm gonna have to figure out where to put this though. I have to put it right here in my hoodie sleeve. And we're gonna put our baits down there. And then we're gonna need a freaking pair of pliers. Put those in my pocket. I don't want to be walking all the way back over here to get my stuff, so at least the stuff that I'm going to need. And then I really want to bring this David's ranch seeds. These are a good fishing snack for sure. I've been bringing these for like the last 6 or 7 fishing trips. I always got a bag of seeds. It's important to have something to eat out there, especially when you're not catching squat out there. You need something to do. So maybe I'll put a mouthful of these in, put them in my bag, because I don't think I can carry all this crap with me. Let's put it back. What else do I need? I think that's really it. Hopefully I don't break off a hook or anything. Then I'll have to come back here. You guys will have to watch. Come back over here. Let's get over to where we're fishing. It may sound kind of funny because I got a big wad of seeds in my mouth now. And there goes my bag. It just went right in the water. It's just great. Wonderful. Damn, goddamn bag. Stay there, you goddamn bag. Don't think there's anything in there really important. Alright. Well, you know what? I don't really want to bring it somewhere else. I'll lose it. Alright. Shouldn't move there. Should be good. I don't come back to a soaking wet bag. Alright, so we're walking out now. I think we got some rain a couple days ago. A couple times of rain. A couple of days, I could say. So it flooded this out even more. So it might be worse than before, I don't know. Gotta be a little bit careful walking out here. This is usually all not flooded at all. Now I'm standing in it. I'm probably like 2.5 feet in, at least, maybe more. Almost turning into the pond, part of the pond. we got the stupid sun in our face, so that's going to be an issue. It's going to be a real issue with these stupid GoPro cameras. I have a feeling we're going to overheat no matter what. So if that happens, I'm just going to stop what I'm doing, turn the camera back on, and just keep it going, because I'm going to attempt doing this uncut style video. I guess we can technically still call it uncut. Smokes. Let's flood out even more. I'm almost at like a max. There we go. You can see how deep I am. I don't know if you can, I don't know. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. So like I said, we're going to be using this Deps Cover Scat for probably most of the day. This one's 3.5 inch. I do have 4 inches. They are much fatter, and obviously 1/2 inch longer. But we might just stick to this for today. And then I got a Mojo Bass, St. Croix. It's a 7'3" rod, it's medium heavy. And then I got 20-pound braid on here. Full braid all the way through. No leader, fluorocarbon, or any kind of leader. 12 minutes in, and we haven't caught squat yet. That's because we haven't cast it. I'm actually trying to avoid the sun behind me. Turn my camera into the wind here. Because if I face my GoPro camera into the sun for more than, I don't know, 10 minutes, or maybe even less, and there's no wind for a while, good chance the battery is going to heat up. And then once it heats up, it's kind of hard to get it cooled down without turning it off for a while. I really don't want to sit here and waste time waiting for the stupid camera to cool off. And of course, this camera can malfunction too. I've had that happen, where it'll just say it's repairing a file if something went wrong. It repairs it just fine. It's just annoying because sometimes it happens when I hook a fish. We should definitely catch bass out here today, there's no doubt. I would be very surprised if it came out of this video with nothing. I guess the whole point... Oh, we got a fish. Real quick, too, right in front. Not a big one. But he hit right in front there, like real close. And just ripped the thing out of my hand. Well, it's a good sign. Got one quick. Let's see if he destroyed my bait here. Bait still looks good. Put this back on. Got a lot of seeds, so it's going to take a bit to spit all these out. Might have to listen to that for a little while here. I am filming this on a little bit lower quality, 2.7K. I was thinking of doing 1080, but I think this will be just fine. Camera so far, don't feel too hot. It doesn't even feel hot at all, which is good. And I put it on a battery saving mode, so usually I have it on highest quality for video. And I think that could be definitely part of the overheating issue. Could be part of it. There's no way that it's the only thing. I have ran the camera on external battery, which I'm wearing right now, because if you use a GoPro camera and you try using just one battery on a charge, it'll last you like, I don't know, maybe it depends on the quality, but it won't last you too long. You better have multiple batteries, and it's annoying. I have the medium out here. You gotta open the thing up. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to be doing that when I'm standing in the water here. So we definitely don't want to be doing that. Drop it, and then it's gone. It wouldn't be too good. Lose the GoPro camera. But we're lucky we got a wind breeze. Trying to stay out of that sun, like I said. And I wish they would have made the GoPro camera white instead of black. I don't know why. They would make a camera they know overheats pretty easily. Make it black, the color that the sun is going to heat up quicker. Kind of a dumb move. Why they always make them black. Better if they made them white. Ah. One right there. Missed him though. Something you're gonna see though. More than likely. It's gonna be could be a good amount of misses in the video. Let's see if he hits again. Got my bait it's like blowing sideways. Bass like to hang out right by these weeds here. Or by these lily pads, not weeds. And I would like to fish around here more spots. But we might be stuck fishing in this spot. It's one of the better spots though. Takes quite long to walk around here. And all this tall grass and swamp. Flooded out water here. Before, last year, it wasn't flooded like this, so it was a lot easier to walk around. The whole year it's been flooded. starting in about spring. Got another fish. A little bit better one than we just had. Definitely a little bit better. Actually not a bad fish at all. It's actually a pretty good one. Just barely on a hook there. Once again, I don't have my, this is what happens here. Never have enough line out when I catch a fish. Always happens. Every time you switch your hand on a bass, they want to shake all the time. And now I gotta switch my hand again. Because the left hand taking a hook out isn't as easy. Come on, get out of there. You kidding me, fish? It was hooked good. There we go. I'm trying to figure out how I can do a front camera, but it's probably not gonna be possible. Holding all this stuff in my hands. Maybe I can get a picture at least. And that's just wonderful. I got a wind knot on my line. First wind knot I've had in a while. Just noticed it. Gotta be kidding me. That's all I gotta say. You gotta be kidding me right now. Let's get this fish released here. There he goes. Let's see if we can deal with this damn mess here. This can turn into a mess very easily. This screw our day up good. Especially that I'm standing in water and I can't really get this good. Ain't looking good. Looking good at all. What the heck, man? You gotta be kidding me. I gotta walk back over there with line dangling like this. There's no way I ain't walking back there. We gotta somehow fix this here. Or just deal with it. I don't know. But I've learned trying to deal with this fishing, it will only get worse and worse. Worse and worse. And it ain't looking like I'm gonna get this out. Looks like we're just fishing with it. I got all sorts of issues here. Gotta be kidding me. So now I'm gonna be dealing with this crap here the whole day. And the bait split. Now we gotta get a new bait. Where the heck did I put that? Unreal. Stupid wind knot. It's gonna ruin my day. This is one problem with braid. This is one problem with spinning rods and braid. That crap right there. And I've been using this braid for probably past like a month. Didn't have one problem. And then today, now we have a problem. Put some water on my reel, on the line, so we don't, I think that might help a little bit with the line. Just gotta hope it don't get any worse. I'll be pretty angry if that causes me to miss a big fish, big bass or something. Breaks off there or something. I don't know what the heck I'm walking all of a sudden. I'm in pretty deep water here. Day in October are we in now? Let's see. October 4th. So the beginning of October. Probably when the water starts to cool off pretty good. The water starts dropping at night. This is gonna make me angry all day. This stupid knot. Could probably cut it off, but probably just happen again. So I gotta listen to that constantly going through the guides every time I cast. 2 bass so far. We got one big one, pretty good size. A smaller one. Not a bad way to start, actually. One thing I don't know is that these GoPros, I think they cut the clips for 25 minutes, but I think when I put it in a video, I think it goes through it. Goes through the little cut or whatever the GoPro does. But yeah, it needs to be running pretty cool, not overheating or nothing. Stand looking at that stupid piece of line. Why can't this just come out easy? Sometimes they come out real easy. This one doesn't want it. That's a good cast there. Nice cast. Sucks when I buy this good braided line. It's a braid I usually use. Suffix 832. Fairly expensive. Pretty expensive, actually. When that crap happens, it ruins some of your line. get any more of those stupid things in our line, then we're gonna definitely have to cut it off, because I'm not gonna risk losing fish. Thought I had that whole thing solved with this reel here. I was using this other spinning reel. It was constantly happening with that reel. It's only happened this one time with this reel. Supposedly it's just the way the line, I think it comes out of the spinning wheel. It's twisting and it's going out fast. Cast, and it does some sort of twist. That doesn't happen with the bait caster as easy. Won't happen at all, actually. But lately I've been liking, I don't know what I like better to use for fishing. For bass fishing, any kind of fishing other than musky fishing. I musky fish and I have a bait caster. It's really the only way this year I've been really bait casting. Got somewhere with this knot just now. It's gonna bug me all day now, so I'd be surprised if it makes me go nuts. Because it definitely is. I just made a small knot. Maybe that'll break, but it won't be as annoying fishing now. Wetting this line here. I think with 20-pound braid we might be fine. It might not break with a knot. With other line, fluorocarbon or something, especially lighter line, I probably would want to retie. But we're just gonna go with it. See what happens. Surprised I still have some of these seeds in my mouth. So usually by now I would already have eaten like 3 mouthfuls. Camera is still running cold. That's good. 33 minutes in. We're 34 now. Some of you watching, you might wonder why didn't I just buy there's another camera called, I think it's DJI or DJI that people have. They heard it's much less likely to overheat, but I still do believe it overheats if you film something like this. If you're filming for hours and hours. Just had a tap. A fish. Today they're sitting in front of this thing here. All these yeah, that sea was nasty. I always get those nasty. Oh, there he goes quickly. Luckily that hook didn't go in my hand, it just slipped right out. What was I saying? Yeah, these weeds, something, I don't know. don't know what the heck those weeds are called. They got little blue flowers on them though, some sort. But they are annoying. I've lost fish in those kind of weeds there many times. Depending on how this video does, maybe I'll start doing this all the time. Just to be honest, started doing this fishing YouTube channel thing kind of a long time ago. Started. That's when I was much younger. I think me and Ryan were like, I think probably like 18 years old or something. Didn't really get nowhere. Carrying around like a tripod at first with my phone. And that was way too much of a hassle. Just, I don't know, it was just way too much of a hassle walking around with that. And obviously a place like this, there ain't nowhere I could put a tripod. Wouldn't want to. Just get knocked over in the wind or something. But I don't know what the heck was I talking about just before that. I don't even remember. I don't remember something about starting the channel a long time ago. I think say something, but I forgot. Well, yeah, it's about, now that I make the videos, this last 2 fishing seasons have really been like where I took it more serious, I guess you could say. Trying the YouTube thing again, the fishing, seeing if it can get anywhere. But it's definitely better. It's getting a little bit somewhere here, which is good to see. It's actually fun to see. It's actually, something's actually working on YouTube, making a video. People are watching it, actually watching the whole thing sometimes. And I find it could be boring when I'm making it. I don't know what people are gonna think. As long as we make it entertaining, try to. Maybe it'll be better. So that's what we gotta do here. Somehow talk for most of the time. Coming up on 40 minutes here. And then the other thing is, these uncut videos, if this actually works out, it would be a lot easier to make videos and not have to edit them. Because I will be honest, that takes kind of a while. I got like 3 hours or something of fishing footage, or 2.5 hours, or 4 hours or longer of video. You gotta sit there and go through it all. Cut out parts. It takes a long time. Not that it's difficult or anything, but it makes it take forever. So yeah, we'll see how this uncut video goes here. Thought about making this like a series before, and then I never really did it again because Well, the whole thing with the camera overheating, I knew that was going to be a problem. But now that we're in fall, it might be easier to do. And maybe since I changed the settings, I don't know, maybe it'll help. So it doesn't seem to be getting warm at all, which is good. Right. Let's try casting in front of this lily pad thing again. It always seems to be hanging around here. I don't know what it is. Just kind of like twitch it around here. Let it sit. Maybe one will grab it here, who knows. Glide it on top of there. Let it drop there. Right in front of me here. We got a hit. We missed it. There's another miss. All these places, though, that I have been fishing this place for the past 10 years, without a doubt, it had to be like 10 years. Got another fish. It's a pretty good one. Another pretty good bass. Look at that. We're having a good day out here. We're having a really good day here. This is another good sized bass here. Another one with a big mouth. There we go. Man, look at that one. He's got some kind of, like something tried to eat him or something. Some like fold, you know, like it was folded over. I don't know what that is. Never caught him before. I guess this will be another picture taker. Got him right in my hands. Or what the? He is bleeding. I think I know why he's bleeding. It's because I hooked him in the tongue. Hope he's fine. You want a bloody picture or something. But fish. So it never looks good. He ain't bleeding as bad anymore. He's bleeding a little bit. He'll be fine, I think. Yeah. Christ. Gonna have to hold him here. I don't know. It's definitely not what I wanted to happen. Oh, there he goes. Good. Yeah, that's the problem. I've been hooking bass like that sometimes. Eat it. Hooked like right in the bottom of the tongue. Or maybe they just eat it too quickly and it's all I could have really done. But that's just gonna happen. Sometimes the bass are gonna either swallow the hook or bleed. As long as they don't swallow it, probably have a better shot at living than if you were to leave a hook in their gut, which happens sometimes, unfortunately, and sometimes they probably make it, sometimes they probably don't. It all depends on if they can eat. They can eat fish with the hook in their throat somehow. And I've caught bass with hooks in their throat more than once, a couple weeks apart, and seem to be doing fine, so I don't know. Just what's going to happen when you fish. Anyways, we got to get another cover scat on here. This is number 3 here. Third cover scat already. I use these baits here fairly quickly because they like to rip fairly quickly. One thing for sure, this little dimple here is important to try to hold the bait on there. I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm just like talking. These are like the kind of things that cut out of a regular video. Talking and say some words and that don't make any sense. But yeah, that little like dimple there on top, hook the hook in there, that rips on these baits. It's hard to have that hook stay in there, and then once it gets snagged and everything, and then of course the top of the bait where it gets split, another problem. But sometimes I'll catch one on it, and it'll be history, that bait. Or I'll catch more than one, catch 2, 3, and sometimes more, and it finally rips. A lot of times, one fish, and it's history. What I was talking about before, something about fishing here for like this place here for a long time, and a lot of these places I fish a lot of ponds in the area. I've been fishing them for a long time, and they have definitely over the years have gotten much worse, like way worse. Like here, there's another pond here that I fish. It's way back there, kinda in front of us. It's a kind of a skinny pond, and that used to be the pond of fishing. That used to be loaded with huge bass. And we were catching them 20 inchers over there every day. It seemed like come out of there with at least one that was big like that. And it would always catch good size too. Just quantity of bass. You catch like 16 inchers, 15 inchers, 17 inchers, just a ton of them. And then the jumbos every once in a while. It would be pretty common to go there and catch 40 bass in a day yourself, just one person. And then it slowly obviously started to get a little bit worse. Maybe that's just how it goes, I don't know. But this place isn't pressured at all. This place here we're fishing in, we've only seen maybe a couple different people fish here. Because it's not convenient and it's not easy to walk around once the weeds start growing in. Obviously people don't want to walk down here. But right now it's worth it. Come down here for sure. Already caught a couple good sized fish already. It's probably going to be one of our better fishing days here if that continues. No better time than an uncut video. Let's face the sun here a little. I think we're fine to face the sun. Cast that bait out there with ease with this braid. I could barely even try, and the thing goes out there with this bait, this Deps bait. Just missiles out there. It's like casting a rock. It's one of the things that I really like about this bait. Cast it super far. much further than a Senko worm. Or maybe the fat Senko from Yamamoto. That I use. That one you can get out there pretty far too. But this goes farther. I forgot if I mentioned the reel I'm using. I don't know if I did. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I almost just like fell there. Lost my balance. That wouldn't have been good. This is Shimano Sahara 3000. I probably mentioned it already, but if not, that's the reel I'm using. Nice reel. Not a very expensive reel at all. It's a pretty good priced reel, to be honest with you. I think it's like $80 or something. So ain't the most expensive reel I got. And for the money, it's pretty smooth, pretty good. I have the Stratic, which is definitely a step up from this reel, the Shimano Stratic. I mean, that, obviously it feels a bit better, but it seems like this is almost like a downgraded Stratic reel, a little bit downgrade. But I already have 2 of these reels, and I might buy another one. So I don't like them. They're good. Ran out of David's seeds here. If I want to get any, I have to go walk back there, which we might soon. Almost completed our first hour here of fishing here, almost. 52 minutes we've been out here for. Whoa. Holy smokes. As soon as I hit the water, a fish hit it, and it feels like a pretty good, could be a pretty good bass. Oh yeah. I think it is. I don't know if it's huge, but it might seem pretty good out there. Yeah, that thing sure feels pretty good now. It's getting close. No, he's got a bunch of weeds on it. It's definitely a good one though. Yeah, he was sitting right over there. That bush thing over there. Yeah, we're catching them today. Catching the good ones today. Hooking them all pretty good except for one. Very good size bass. Not what I thought at first, but a good one. Get a picture of this for documentation. Because we're out here solo. Ryan's not out here. But we gotta have some kind of proof that we caught fish today. Because if it wasn't on camera, it didn't happen. Or if it wasn't a picture, it didn't happen. We got it on both. Camera and phone. So now we got 3 good bass so far. 3 or 4, I don't even know. We're only about an hour in. Pretty happy myself because I wasn't expecting it to be this good. Really was not at all. I was thinking this was going to be a flop and we weren't going to really catch much. But it's turning out to be the opposite. Let's see if our bait survived that ambush. It did. It barely did. But it'll work again, I think. Sometimes when that happens, when the bait's loose, the next fish I'll get will rip it straight off the hook, and I won't get it. So I think it might be good. I almost just pressed the button on top to stop recording because I'm so used to clicking that button. But we gotta let that roll. Camera's still feeling pretty good. Feeling a little bit warm. Just hoping that the sun sets pretty soon, and I don't think we'll have to worry about it, really. Just sending out messages here. Wondering what I'm doing. I have my phone here. Gotta send the photos out. Okay. "57 minutes. Getting close. And we're not. This isn't even like the hot bite either. Maybe it is. I don't know. But like I said, the sun's still up. So pretty good still. Usually the bite gets even better when we start getting closer to sunset. Which is what any fisherman knows. Sunset's a good bite time. Well, our knot hasn't been an issue at all. The knot we got, the wind knot, hasn't caused us to lose anything yet. But it probably will eventually. And then when it does, then I'll wonder what happened. And then that's when I should have cut it off, tied it. But we're not going to do that because we're not smart. We're not smart fishing. Mostly I'm doing that because it takes me like 10 minutes to walk back over there, cut it off, retie it, and then you have to watch that. It does bug me knowing that there's a knot in my line I'm fishing with it. Probably won't be fishing with it for a while. So I'm not going to take off 20 feet of line just to get that out. We made it to an hour, hopefully I'm recording, because Yeah, we're recording. It just says 1 hour. Casting up against these things here again. Man, this water's high. It wasn't this high before. It keeps like sinking a little bit every now and then. Purposely ignoring the side here, kind of. Like I said, the sun is out there. I gotta hit. Trying to ignore that side. Because I don't want this freaking camera to be in the sun all the time. So, I mean, it's working. I'm catching them over here pretty good, so I don't have to worry about that side yet. This one got hooked right in the nose. Probably don't feel too good. That's the small one of the day, though. Even got one like that. Other than the first fish, I believe. But I don't think it was that small. So there we go. Our bait actually it survived another fish. So that was fish number 2 on this one. The only way this kind of video only really works is if we do keep the action going here and we keep talking. It's one way to keep it going. I guess to keep the people, guys who are watching, interested in what we're doing here. You gotta be kidding me right now. I thought I was snagged. It's a freaking fish on my line. Like a pretty good fish too. But I think he's stuck in a lily pad now. Bring the lily pad in. I ripped one of the lily pads out of the ground. Uh-oh. We may have just lost our hook because I was sitting there. And then once again, we got this problem. I don't have my line out enough. This could be the end of this hook here. We might have to walk back. It's starting to look like it. Where is it? Ah, great. Might be able to get this. Oh no. Yeah, we ain't getting that. We are not getting that. This bass might not make it. He might not. I gotta cut it. Gotta get him in the water. Luckily I have my knife on me because I forgot my braid scissors. He might live. Went off. I hate doing that. Really hate leaving hooks in the bass's gut, but if you rip that hook out when they're bleeding, it could cause them to bleed even more and die. Die faster. No chance they would survive, so at least we gave them some way to survive, maybe. But it's kind of funny because I've been fishing all year and I really haven't had many bass swallow much hooks. That's probably only the maybe third one the whole year swallowing a hook. But now we gotta make this walk back to my bag here, because by looking at here you can see why I can't set my fishing bag down. And just gotta be careful walking again. Just around is like got so much motion. Look at the rocks and stuff. Jesus. And who knows what else under our feet. I saw a pretty massive snapping turtle in one of the other ponds over here. They're all connected. So he could be in here. And there could be multiple giant snappers. I don't really think they would bother me standing in here though. Supposedly when Ryan was here, we were fishing here a week ago or something, or 2 weeks ago. We were walking around. Supposedly he said he felt something bite his boot. So, really not many things it could be around here, other than a turtle or something. Certainly ain't a fish. And there's carp too that's swimming around in shallow, where water shouldn't be. But they're there too. But I've never stepped on a carp yet. Probably wouldn't end well if you stepped on a carp. Alright, well, we gotta do the fun part of tying a hook on camera without tipping my bag over in the water again. Luckily it wasn't in the water already. Got my little hook box here. I have much more fishing gear than this. This is just what I have, what I bring. I'm not gonna bring my giant fishing bag out here because I was doing that for a while for some of the springtime fishing. I was carrying around a giant fishing bag with pretty much most of my fishing gear in it that I have, and that thing weighs like 35 pounds, so stopped doing that. I just brought the small bag. But funny thing is the small bag's starting to get heavy. I keep buying stuff. And before I know it, it'll be full, packed, and weigh like 15 pounds eventually. But I don't think it's that heavy. It's not too bad. To see where that knot was. It's actually right up here. I could cut. It's probably like 5 feet of line. I can get rid of that knot. I think I'm gonna do that. Doesn't make any sense to have that after we had to take our hook off, or that bass ate the hook. So might as well just cut it off. course, we didn't cut it off on that one. Gotta do it again. Enough line out. Alright. We got it out. Okay. Wasting a lot of time here. Tying the freaking thing on. Alright. Let's tie. Well, I usually do a polymer knot. I don't know if you should do that kind of a knot with braid, but I've been using it. It hasn't really caused any issues, so. And it's supposedly, I believe, the strongest fishing knot. Maybe not on braid, I don't know. That's the kind of knot I do. Fishing with braid. I don't know, I do a couple different ones. Now this video is going pretty well. We caught fish already. We caught a few good sized bass already, so this usually isn't how it goes. Funny that the video that I'm making, uncut video, is catching more fish early on. This would be a lot easier if I would just get my braided scissors out. I think I'm just going to do that. I'm sitting here cutting this with a knife. Been doing that for a long time. And then I bought these scissors finally. After like so many years of fishing, I finally got these braided scissors. Cut braided line. Just this year. Bought these. All right. Got our hook on. I'm gonna get a good old cigar out. Old cigar. Since I'm over here. Cigars and fishing, they go together pretty good. Cigars, fishing, and sunflower seeds. Good combination. lit. Get back out there, we're probably missing out on some good fish. Stupid bag. Better stay there. Probably be a lot of spitting here going on. Whenever I smoke cigars, I tend to spit a lot for some reason. Just happens. If I can get the thing lit in this wind. Alright, we got it. Come on, you goddamn stupid bag. Just wants to keep moving around. There we go. Better not fall bag. Alright, go back out already. Thinking this could turn into probably a 3-hour uncut video with how well our recording is going now. I don't know if we're going to make the 4 hours. Boulders and rocks and mud. Jesus, I just like fell in a hole. It's like a sinkhole. Deep part. Gonna have to start wearing my bigger waders here soon. The weather getting colder here. Now I get to start fresh, but no knot in the line. Just gotta put a bait on here. Got our baits back on the hook. Now the water feels pretty cold. Feels a lot colder than it's been. We had a couple nights that temperatures went into like the 40s, 50s. Been kind of going to the 50s on average, but 40 sometimes. So it's a good thing when it's cooling down. Be able to target different species of fish soon, easier. Already caught a couple different fish lately that a couple different species of fish when I go fishing now. Last time I was out, I caught a couple perch, some crappies, and some walleyes. So I have several different fishing trips, but those are, you know, colder water fish. Crappies can be both, but I think they prefer cooler water. Pretty much all fish will prefer colder water. I don't think they really like it when we get into when the water gets really hot. I don't think any fish really likes that. Already tell it's starting to cool off quite a bit since I got here. Already feels like a drop of 5 degrees. Are we? An hour, 25 minutes in already. Time goes so fast. I know there's really in these ponds here, I have caught crappie before in some of the other little ponds around in this area. But this one I pretty much have only caught in bass and bluegill. Through all the years of fishing here, it's been just bass and bluegill and carp too. But I typically don't fish for carp. I used to sometimes, and maybe we will one time, or a few times, possibly. Because they are a fun fish to catch. It's pretty much the only thing about them I really like is catching them, but not really looking at them too much. They got pretty ugly looking face. I wish they put more crappie in here. I know. But this place isn't any kind of owned by any kind of forest preserve or anything. So they don't put fish in here, but fish have been surviving without any kind of stocking or anything, I believe. I don't think any of that goes on here. If they were to put crappie in here, there might have been some monsters. There could be some monster crappie in here, which would make sense since barely anybody fishes here. More likely to find big fish where there's not many people fishing. Camera has some specks on it from those fish splashing on me to wipe off here. It's kind of hard. Got like no good kind of clothing to wipe it with. Gotta blow some steam air out of there to clean it good. There we go. I think it's good now. I hope so. Because I just made a video recently, and of course there was some kind of smear on the lens the whole time fishing. I didn't notice it, so. Bunch of lily pads over there out there far. That's where I'm casting right now. So far, our cigar hasn't gave us any luck here yet. Usually when I light up a cigar, the action starts. fishing conditions are just perfect right now. There's just like a feeling you get when you know it's perfect. Today it just feels like one of those days. But I say that a lot, and sometimes it's the opposite. But today it just feels different. Keep getting little pieces in my mouth. Turn away from that stump for a minute. Oh, we just had a hit. I don't know if we got it. I think we missed it. Unless he just really swung it. Nope. One of those times when I'm not paying attention for like a couple seconds. Cigars out. So what is that now? It's the second fish we missed today. Hopefully we don't go on a missing streak. I tend to always go on one of those every day. If I'm catching fish, that is. I edit that out, so it seems like I didn't miss them. You can see everything though today. I'm trying not to swear. That's could be a difficult task if we do miss a big bass or something. It might be hard to do. Or to not do. But it's just happens. Sometimes when I reel in fast like that, the bass will be chasing it, and then I stop, and he grabs it. A lot of times they grab this bait because I'm kind of fishing. It's almost like I'm bottom fishing, sort of with the sling, dragging it on the bottom, or just kind of floating it. They like to chase anything. Reeling in real fast. Let's see what happens when we glide it over these lily pads again. We'll let it sit out there for a minute, for a second, make sure nothing's out there. twitch it a bit. Let's see what happens here. We roll it on top. Nothing happened. Cast it almost to the other side there. Barely even trying. Getting close to an hour and 40. I don't think we've caught one in here in probably about 30 minutes here. The time of the day when the bite should start kind of beginning seems to be slow right now. Got a fish. There we go. Slow, and now we got some. There you go. It's a little bass. Maybe something would hit right in front of there. There we go, just a little chunker there. Someday become a big bass. Actually getting a little bit cold right now. Just a little bit. That is just how October is. It's like that time of the year where it's freezing in the morning. It feels freezing. Even though it's not really actually freezing. And then it gets hot. And then it gets cold again. It's just the way it goes. Pretty much all of September was kind of felt more like summer than it was like cooling off. We got another fish out there. Another little bass. 2 in a row. You're just dragging him in. Look at that. Get up here and don't splash. Did he get our camera? No, I don't think he did. heck is this line stuck on me here? It's like some sort of fishing line here. So far we haven't had any hooks that have really been hard to get out. That bass has got a little bit of a belly, kind of a belly. Been eating something. Let's see what the heck's on us here. Some braided line. That's probably my line that I cut off, somehow attached to me. Thinking our bait. Nope. There it goes. That's what happens right there. We did get 3, I think, out of it. 2 or 3. Our bait is pretty much history. No, they do make glue to fix these things, but once it's like that, though, I don't think it's going to work very good. This place is going to cause me to run out of these baits quick, too. Already got like 3 or 4 in my pocket there. And these Deps baits are not cheap at all. I'm gonna open up this package here, pearl white ones here. If you're wondering, I put these, put the link in the description of the video. Put a lot of my fishing stuff I use in the description. You can put this right at the top. I get mine from Tackle Warehouse, though. It's the only place you really seem to find them. Other than like, maybe they have a website or something. But these baits come from Japan. It's like a Japanese bait. And they're made out of I think there's a lot more salt in these baits than there is other baits. Like the Yamamoto, it's very salty, that bait. But this is even saltier, and it smells different. It's like made out of a different material. And it smells pretty good too. Open up a fresh bag. I always like smell it, because it just smells that good. Every time I open one, smell it. Thought for a second we had a fish as soon as it hit the water there. Leaving it right in the front there again. This fish hit. Something just moved right there behind me. I'm gonna cast there. If I see a fish move in this place, I cast by. Sometimes they hit. feeling a little bit warm now. Almost at the 2-hour mark. Something hit that. As soon as it hit the water, just like that 154. I don't think I got a very good hook set on this fish. It feels like it's a good one. Going fast. It's probably gonna be like the same size as those other three. Another pretty good one, man. You gotta be kidding. You better not have swallowed that damn hook again. Might have got lucky, I think. Went in the roof of his mouth. Can't tell. Yeah, I think it did. This one's probably just going to require some pliers here. Yeah, we got lucky. Looks like it just went on top. Deep down. Let's put my finger down there. To take the pliers out. Let's just hope I don't drop them, because I ain't finding them if I drop it. I hope he actually didn't swallow it, because bait is starting to go down. No, he didn't. It's like a bad spot though. He's not bleeding, is he? No, it's not. Come on. Quit eating it. I gotta somehow get this bait out of here. Can't see anything. Yeah, it's not swallowed. It's like it's trying to like eat it. He just like, it's like barely in there. Come on. There we go, we got it. Alright, there he is. Just get him back in the water here quick. There we go. There he goes. All the way down to the roof of the mouth. Wasn't for these pliers, definitely wouldn't have got it out. So you always gotta have these. It's like my favorite kind of pliers, these long needle nose ones. Hope I didn't destroy this bait. Probably still hold up. It'll hold up, I believe. Same sort of spot over there. I hit that shoreline over there to my left. Hit it almost as soon as I hit the water again. Like the other one. Let's see, 6 minutes away from 2 hours here. It's been 2 hours. And if you're still watching now, greatly appreciated of that. You guys sat there and watched almost 2 hours of this. Definitely let me know in the comments if you watch the videos frequently, if this is something that would be that you'd like, rather watch something uncut rather than cut up. So I would prefer to do this. It's just like I said, we're just lucky it's cooler out and I'm able to do this with the camera here. This may be the next video I put out too. Thinking, because I have plenty of more videos from here to put out. This one might be the next one I put out, which would be kind of going like backwards. So it would be like I'm posting a video from today, and then the rest of them would be from the past. Oh man, I think that's our third fish we missed. Okay. kind of hit as soon as I got the water, but I didn't really pull it or anything. Well, the sun, I don't really feel the heat off the sun anymore, so maybe we can turn this direction. Pretty good sunset going on here. Let's try a thistle cast right towards the sunset. Man, I just casted that way out there to another dimension. I could fish on the other side there. It's just take a lot of walking. Take a whole lot of time to get over there. And then on top of it, it's all flooded. So we can't really fish over there. We've got the time. It would be nice to get different angle, sometimes different angle, and get more fish to bite. Sometimes it seems like I'm at a different spot wherever I'm fishing, casting from somewhere else. Catch fish for some reason. It's like the way the bait's going or something. Surprised we didn't get a bite out there, way out there. I got the wind behind me, so it gets even farther. It looks like we'll be using this bait the rest of the way. I don't see really any reason to put on a Senko or something else. Really no reason to. It's gonna do the same kind of thing. Senko might sink a little bit slower. Alright, there we go. We just officially hit the 2-hour mark now. Maybe if I talk about the fish again here like I was before, and I was saying they were slowing down, they weren't really hitting, maybe if I talk about them a little bit, maybe we'll get one to hit here. So that's what I was doing before. And then the fish always hit. They hear me talking about, they're not hitting, they're not biting suddenly. Then they suddenly just bite. Or I'll talk about a specific kind of fish, and then that fish will end up hitting all of a sudden. Surely we shouldn't have to deal with any mosquitoes. It gets dark here. We'll probably be out here till dark, a little past. Those mosquitoes shouldn't really be out here too much. We are right next to a road though, so that's why you're hearing cars probably. Usually there's a lot of airplanes. A couple right here, right now. Just constantly sometimes. Pretty much dark enough to where I don't gotta wear sunglasses. I'm gonna try casting somewhere kind of funny right here, where I was just walking to get here. Wouldn't it be funny if I were to catch a bass or somewhere over there? You can see it happening though. Certainly looks like a spot you'd catch a bass. There, we can get one. Just keep turning around here, going in a circle, just rotating, casting. Time it is. I think I'll be pretty 6:30. So we're about probably 10 minutes away from sunset. Haven't had a bite here for a little while again. Kind of like before. One of them casts. Can't even really reel it here. Like stick my arm out. Everything goes well here. I think we'll get 3 hours and maybe 30 minutes on the video, so I don't know if we can technically call that 4 hours uncut. Maybe we can get closer, like 3 hours and 40 minutes or something. 3:35, I don't know if you can count that as 4 hours. Or we can end up at 3 hours, I don't know. So right now we're at 2 hours and 11 minutes. Somewhere around there. This water is definitely feeling cold through the waders here. Even my hands are now getting a little bit cold all of a sudden. Might try fishing down there to the left. Maybe walk on the shoreline, maybe. If nothing happens here for a little bit longer, might have to. This rod here has been working out pretty well. It's Mojo Bass from St. Croix. It's medium heavy rod. I was looking for a good medium heavy spinning rod. Wasn't too crazy priced when I was fishing during the summer. So I have a couple bait casting St. Croix Premiers and an Avid. I don't know, I just like to use the spinning style more. I don't know, it seems to be what I'm preferring more. But if you're looking for a quality, it's not too expensive, not super expensive, this one's good. It's a good rod. I think they redesigned it, the Trigon. It's kind of like the St. Croix Physics handle. And that's a more expensive rod, that one. I think that one's almost $400 or something, so it's a lot more. It's about half what this one is. This one's about $170 or something like that. $170. Lately I've been doing more light tackle fishing, using lighter gear, ultra light gear. So switching from that to this. It's like I was using like a twig before, like a little skinny twig. And then you go to medium heavy or more. It's like I'm using a tree trunk or something. But as it gets colder, for sure, I'm gonna start using more light tackle, jigs, smaller plastic stuff. Just like I said earlier, we're gonna target other fish, so Deps Cover Scat isn't gonna be the best bait to get crappies with, or walleyes or anything. This style of video that we're doing today, the long uncut video, seems to be kind of a popular thing going on YouTube, fishing at least. I've seen some people do like, when I was looking around, I saw like 8 hours or something of just fishing uncut. Stuff like that. It seems to be pretty good, so that's why we're doing this today. I thought better time of the year, fall's coming around, this would be a good time to try it. Now it's a bit slow now for the past 20 minutes or so. I'm really biting right now all of a sudden. Just gotta keep rambling on about something. I don't know what. One thing we can talk about maybe is what's the best. What baits do you guys use who are fishermen out there? What do you use during the colder months bass fishing? Because I typically stick to something like this, you know, this Deps or Senko, or maybe like a weedless thing with a jig head on it with like a minnow looking bait. Really, I don't know, I just kind of don't really like just constantly be switching baits all the time when you're fishing. Doesn't really make sense. Seems like you stick to one bait and you have confidence in that bait, keep using it, then you don't really have to keep switching baits all the time. If something works, you're gonna keep using it. I definitely do that though, especially with the light tackle. Buy a whole bunch of stuff. I just had it hit finally. Alright, I missed that fish. That just hit it. Yeah, like I was saying, buy like a whole bunch of different minnow style baits, and, you know, light tackle, using like Bobby Garland's for crappies, or Yum Sonar minnow, the Juggle minnow from 6 cents, some Berkeley minnow baits, gulp minnows, the tiny little 1-inchers. I do really good with those when it gets cold. That's like the perfect thing to use on like a bobber or something. And you use a little 1/32 ounce jig head, or a 1/64 or 1/16 or something. Put one of those 1-inch gulps on. You'll catch some crappie doing that. That's a pretty good way of getting crappie when it gets cold. But you know, I'm always like switching from bait to bait all year round. You know, thinking that something's going to work better than this, but in the end, they're all kind of doing the same thing. And there's so many different kinds of baits now in the stores. It's like hundreds of thousands of different baits. Yeah, I tend to try to stick to just a few different baits for whatever fish I'm going for. Typically I'd bring, you know, a couple rods fishing, like 2 different things on them. Sometimes it's better to just have one rod if you're like bass fishing or, you know, finesse fishing, whenever I bring like 3 rods with, or 4 rods, I think that's, or maybe even 5. I might have brought 5 rods one time fishing. And sometimes I use, you know, when I bring like 3, I'll use all of them, catch fish on them. But then other times I bring all the rods and all these baits, and I end up using the same bait and the same rod for the whole day. I catch fish on that same bait the whole time and end up not even using the other ones. It happens a lot too. And then I go to the Cabela's store to go buy some more baits. Then all I'm going to do is put in my bag and forget about them for months, and then find them later. Brand new packs of fishing stuff that I haven't even touched all year. You could probably relate to that. There we go. He didn't eat that too long. I don't know how big he is really, because he could be swimming right at me. It feels like it. Oh, that's a good one. He might be the biggest of the day, he might not, I don't know. Look at him. Yeah, there we go. Good fish there. Don't tell me he did that same thing as that other fish did. God dang it. He may have done the same thing. Yeah, this one might come out too. If I can get the right angle, get this out. Man, what the... Having one of these days now where eating them so quickly. Oh, don't eat it. Don't eat it, bass. Just like barely in them too. It's like wiggling around easy. No, don't eat it. Don't eat the hook. This one ain't looking as good as the other one. Trying to get my camera in here. It's like the light. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I can like push down and then it comes out. Come on. Yeah, it's just barely in there, like that other one.
Just saw it. Oh, come on, do that again. It's like opening his mouth up. Don't want to have him out of the water too freaking long. This is just really aggravating when they're just skin hooked. Come on. There we go, we got it. Christ. Come on. Stupid pliers. Tangled in my freaking thumb. Alright, there's this fish. I gotta get him back in the water quickly. There he is. He'll be fine. Bass. To leave you out of the water so long. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna go. I gotta like revive this fish. Take a minute. Not ready to go yet. Alright, I think he went. I don't see him. But yeah, they just, as soon as I felt that one hit, I set that hook couple seconds after. He's not like hanging around here. Yeah, I've been getting unlucky now all this with these fish. Getting these hooks deep. Light. Water's not too dirty though to see anything. He's around here. Alright. I think he's gone. I don't know whether we should keep fishing here or move over there, cast along the shore over there. Maybe we'll stay here. No giants though, but these are all good quality bass that we've been catching. Just a couple small ones. Most of them have been pretty good size. camera that looks super orange. It's pretty orange out, but it's making it look really orange. The GoPro. Past the 2.5 hour mark. I'm thinking it's probably gonna end up being a 3 hour uncut video. So I don't think we're gonna be able to make it to 4 hours. It's gonna be pitch black down here, which I don't mind, but he's probably fishing tomorrow for sure. Today's Friday, so definitely be going out tomorrow sometime, somewhere. I'll probably be doing another uncut video. I think this is gonna do pretty good. So now you get to see the realities of fishing. But the funny thing is, this day, first time I did it in a while. This last time I didn't nearly do it this long. Turns out to be probably one of the better days of the year here, compared to the rest of at least the latest fishing days out here, or anywhere, not here really. Haven't been fishing this place actually that too much, mostly because of how flooded it is. But now that we got the waders and use it, they're probably one of the best fishing purchases I ever made. One of the most useful things. Now we can walk around in here, fish. This bait is pretty much done here. That's bait number 5. It's going in my pocket. Get another pearl white one here. Hands are all wet. Barely open the bag. Of course, I'm gonna give the bait a good sniff. I'm gonna put it on here. One thing I have to do right now, which might be kind of difficult to keep the camera rolling, is I have to take a pee. I've been having to for like the last hour here. But I just had to hold it. That's probably what I'm going to keep doing. Try making it to 3 hours. Only 20 minutes away. Now it's got to be 7 something. Just actually it's 7. Whenever I look at my phone for a little bit, fish will end up biting, so I got to put that down. They like to bite when you're unoccupied, when you're not paying attention. That's when the fish will hit most. They know what you're doing. Tell I'm getting colder because now I'm starting to, teeth are starting to chatter a little bit, just a little bit. But I'm gonna have to start dressing a little bit warmer than this. Just waiting for one to slam it by these weeds again. Over here. Really like to hook a giant. Can't believe though, I'm impressed with this camera has managed to run for this long without any issues. Because this GoPro camera has been just a lot of issues all the time. Most of the time. I mean, sometimes it works flawlessly, it works perfect. And other days it's, you know, overheating, or it's having this thing where it freezes. Well, it saves the clip that I'm doing, but it has to like pause the video and save it. Hasn't done that though. I could have to do something with the SD card I have in there. Why it's doing that. I can avoid that issue and the camera overheating, and then there's nothing wrong with it at all. And I won't have any complaints. But the overheating thing is definitely a big issue. I think it's just an issue with most action cameras like this. This GoPro though, I think probably has it the worst. But that hasn't happened today. is just making me colder. Stuck on stuff. We are. Oh, I think something just grabbed it there. Took it sideways. We got stuck because the hook came out exposed a little bit. It's the only way this thing really gets stuck. Some guy down there with a flashlight in the other pond. I keep seeing my hand, do that. Just feeling the camera, feeling how warm it is. Even though it's dark, it still will do that. It still will heat up. Dark and cold, still will get a little bit warm. Yeah, no mosquitoes out here. That's a good thing. There's nothing worse than getting bit by mosquitoes when it's a cold day. That's happened. Somehow, been bit by mosquitoes before when it was like 50 out and a little bit breezy like this. I think we're good now. We're not gonna get bit. Closer and closer to the 3-hour mark here. About 10 minutes away. Technically, we could stop it here. And we can call this a 3-hour uncut video. We're pretty much there. I was thinking to give it
just to get it to 3 hours. Try to get a big bass or something. I was hoping maybe we could end it on a big fish. We already kind of did. It was a good sized bass. Like the rest of the ones I caught today were pretty good. But that one might have been seen a little bit skinnier, but it might have been the longest. Be a couple people over there. You guys can't see that. Warm. Do one more cast over here in this spot, and then I'm just gonna move down over there. Can't see anything, I know that. We'll move down there a little, do a couple more casts, and then I guess we can call the video. Still gotta frickin' pee. It's probably going on about an hour and a half now. Let's walk back to this spot. We're gonna fish. Turn my light on here. A little bit more light. Fireworks going out somewhere, blasting. I feel like I'm about to walk into like a beaver or something. Step on a beaver. Muskrat or something. This is the spot I was gonna fish. It's
pretty close by. It's kind of where we hooked a couple good ones right by the shore. Let's see if there's any more. Alrighty. I think we're gonna call it there. 2 hours and 56 minutes. So we can easily call that 3 hours. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be it for today. One of the better days of the year, if we're gonna be honest. First time doing this, or really not the first time, but first real time doing this uncut fishing, and it turned out to go pretty well here. So probably be doing this more often. When we caught our probably a better fish of the year here. I don't know how many decent sized bass we caught, but they had to be, you know, around 15, 16, maybe 17, maybe the biggest one being 17 inches. I don't know. But we got a bunch fishing in that one spot the whole time, and you saw it all on video. There's no cuts. I'm surprised that this GoPro made it through all of it, because usually this thing will be having issues, like I've been saying the whole time. So it made it through, so that's cool. And now we gotta walk back up the hill. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys like this style of video. To me, I think it'd be kind of cool. Now that the fish is getting better, this might be a good idea to do more. So yeah, hope you liked the video. If you watched all the way till the end, appreciate that a lot, because sat here and watched this for almost 3 hours. You're pretty dedicated to watch my videos on here, so that's awesome if you did that. So hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. I'll see you guys in the next fishing video. Bye.